going on, guys? It is Wyatt, and if you have seen the last video we uploaded to the channel, you already know that I am introducing a new project today. You know, you could have also read the video title of this one or seen the thumbnail and probably already figured out what it is. But to formally introduce you guys, this is the new project on the channel here. This is a 2012 GMC Sierra 3500 HD. It's a crew cab long bed. Obviously, it's white with some freaking dark old windows. And it's soon to be a very good running truck. That is once we get this damn engine put back in it. Long story short, I picked up this truck from a buddy of mine. It needed an engine. I went over to his shop to actually quote him out what it would cost for me to build the engine for the truck. And long story short, I made him an offer on the truck. And the following day, I went back with the trailer to get my new project. So it should be a really good one. Just to be upfront with you guys, I did pay $4,000 for the truck. And I have already spent about $4,000 to buy all the stuff to fix it. Now, I kind of got frivolous with my spending on it. I could have really got this thing back up and running for probably about $2 grand. But since I do plan to make this the new daily driver slash tow rig, especially for some big things that are possibly coming in the near future, I just wanted to go ahead and spend the money right now, make sure everything was good to go. So we'll get into more about what I bought here later in the video series. But for today, I just want to give you guys a quick look around the truck. I've already taken it outside and washed it off so that we can go ahead and start polishing it. So I've got everything set up to do that. The truck has been sitting for about 3 years now since it was broken. So I just wanted to go ahead, get it super clean before we start digging into it anymore. You know, there was kind of some stains on it and whatnot. So I want to get those addressed so that at least it looks pretty sitting while not running. I know, kind of doesn't make sense, but that's how I roll. So let's go ahead and open up the truck real quick. I'm going to just show you guys around it real briefly. And then we're going to jump into getting it buffed out. And then maybe we will talk about what's wrong with it and what we need to do to it. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a look inside the cab. Like I said, this thing's been sitting for 3 years, so it is kind of dirty. It's also full of parts right now. The thing that I don't get is how all of this silt got in here. Like, it's kind of weird. I don't know what you call it. I think it's called silt, but it's just full of dust, and maybe it's called silt. I don't know. But you can see that it's all over inside the cab here. So that was kind of my plan. I want to get the outside cleaned up, move in here real quick, and get this thing vacuumed out and just back to square zero so that we don't have to mess with it when we're ready to fire the truck up. That's kind of always been me. If you guys have ever met me in person, you'll know that, like, I'm a pretty clean freak. So dirty cars, I can't do it. So that's the first thing we're gonna knock out. Like I said, just a bunch of parts sitting in here, so you can't really see a ton of stuff. But the seats are in pretty good shape. The driver's seat's got a little bit of a tear in it over there. Otherwise, it's, I believe, like an SLE package. It's got power windows and door locks, but not a super fancy stereo or anything. In the future, I do plan to probably upgrade the door speakers, maybe put a different head unit in it. I'm not quite positive yet. And also put some subwoofers back behind the rear seats. On long road trips, I love to blast my country music. Kind of helps keep me awake on those late nights. So yeah, that's kind of the plan for that so far. Let's go ahead and walk around to the other side. On the driver's side, you can see that there is a slight rip in the seat. Luckily, my grandma does upholstery, so I'm gonna have her recover this and add some more foam in here to fix that guy all up. Obviously, it's a little dusty, so that's why we're going through it and just getting it all cleaned up and back to square one. Otherwise, it is in pretty dang good shape. The door cards don't need too much attention. You know, little dings and scratches here and there on it, but nothing we can't fix with a little bit of elbow grease. So I'm looking forward to diving into this project and just making it one hell of a new daily driver for a good budget. In the back seat, things are looking pretty good, minus all the parts in here. The seats themselves are actually in freaking great shape. I don't think they've really ever been used. It was a company truck for most of its life, a personal company truck that is. So just a real basic interior on this guy, and it should clean up really nice. So that's the inside of the truck for you. The body itself is pretty clean. I wish this camera had a wide angle lens so I could really show you it. The majority of the damage is right here. Bed's kind of dented in, and then moving back here. It's got a bit of a battle wound back here. Somebody probably ran it into a fence. Same with down here. but all little piddly things. So otherwise, the truck is in pretty good shape. It's got good tires on it. Brakes have some good life. The frame is nice and clean, no rust on it. Another added benefit is it's already got a B&W turnover ball in the bed, so that's one less thing that I have to buy for the damn thing. So yeah, that's really all there is to it. Real simple truck, and should make one hell of a new daily. Huh, stupid? Look at you. Look at me. Look at you. Look at me. So that's kind of the interior and a little bit of the exterior of the truck for you guys. Like I said, it is nothing fancy, but it's gonna make a great truck, especially for how much I have in it. All said and done, I'm figuring I should be right around 8 grand, and the NADA value on this is 18 to 20,000. So I think I'm gonna do all right on it. Definitely am not gonna lose money on it. As long as it doesn't burn down before I insure it, then we'll be okay. So that is the truck for you so far. Real quick, we'll touch on what is wrong with the engine. Like I'd mentioned, the truck is an LML Duramax, and what had happened with this guy is it broke the crankshaft. It's kind of a common problem on Duramaxes, not so much on the 11 and up trucks, but it has been known to happen, and that's what happened to this one. So I ordered a bunch of parts. I've got a new crankshaft coming. We're gonna be doing a complete engine rebuild on this. So new bearings, seals, head gaskets, head bolts, the whole 9 yards. This is gonna get it. We're also going to be doing a CP3 conversion. If you guys know anything about these Duramaxes, the CP4s are kind of a problem, more than a problem. They're kind of a bastard child on these. So we're just gonna go ahead, bite the bullet, fix that. We're also gonna be doing a slightly upgraded turbocharger and just a bunch of other little mods while it's all apart and easy to get to. So we'll get into all of that more later when we go over the parts list for this. Hopefully the rest of the parts will be here this week, and we can do the video on all of that. For tonight though, I'm gonna go ahead and set up the GoPro and start filming me buffing this truck out. Hope you guys are ready for a totally sick montage of me buffing this whole truck in like 10 seconds, and it's probably gonna be like 2 in the morning before I leave. It's like 9 o'clock right now. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy it. Let's go ahead and jump into that. I'm just fucking with you guys. I'm not gonna make the montage that fast. So let's go ahead, slow it down a little bit, and put some totally sick music on it, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. Well guys, there you have it. The first polish on the new project truck is mostly complete. I ran out of time tonight to do the hood on it, the driver's side front fender, and the tailgate. I'm gonna have to finish those up later this week. But for tonight, I wanna get out of here and try to get this video uploaded. As I did tell you guys, I was going to be uploading a little bit more. So that is the plan as of right now. The truck is looking a ton better. For tonight, all I did really was a medium cut pad and some medium cut solution stuff on my orbital polisher, and it did pretty good. If I wanted to make this thing show truck status, I'd have to wet sand it down and use a rubbing compound, and it's just not worth it to me. So as it sits right now, it's looking really good. It's definitely not perfect, but a ton better than it was. So if I turn the camera around, you guys might be able to see it. I'm not really sure how well this camera is gonna pick it up, but it is looking a ton better. You can start to see the reflection of the lights in the paint. You couldn't do that before. It just had kind of like a oxidization layer over the paint. So it's looking really good now. Like I said, it's definitely not perfect, but a huge step in the right direction. So that's where we're gonna leave off for tonight. Holy crap, Zoom Nation here, already a narrow lens. Anyways, that's where we're gonna leave off for tonight. I hope you guys are looking forward to this video series. It's probably going to be a few parts, and I'm hoping to upload once a week regarding this truck. So obviously the part 1 is what you just saw of detailing the truck. Hopefully next week we're going to go over all of the parts that I'm going to be using to rebuild that LML engine, and then we'll just kind of go from there and see where it takes us. So if you guys are looking forward to it, let me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. As always, I love hearing from you guys. And I'm going to get the hell out of here because I'm freaking tired and I'm starting to lose my train of thought. So yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.